Over the next couple of months, Peter's mother buys him a couple more nighties and nice PJs, along with another nice duvet cover. His old plain pajamas are a thing of the past, as are his old duvet covers. He soon gets accustomed to sleeping in pink just as much as he gets used to wearing his Sunday dress. His mother extends his wardrobe with a third satin party dress, this time in peach, along with a yellow gingham prairie-style dress and a few more packs of nice underpants and vests to wear with them. One day after school they go to visit his Auntie Jo, Uncle George, and cousins Michael and James. Peter is surprised to see that Michael is now wearing a skirt for school, and his aunt is equally surprised that Peter is still wearing pants. Peter's mother tells Michael that his uniform looks nice, before gushing over James, whose hair is now in ringlets. It's such a lovely evening that they decide to go and eat out. There's a lovely pub by the river. Aunt Jo suggests before telling her sons to go and put something nice on. Peter's mother says, "I'd have brought one of yours if I'd known we were eating out." "Well, he can borrow one of Michael's. They'll be about the same size," Aunt Jo suggests. Peter tries to get out of it, but soon finds himself climbing the stairs to his cousin's bedroom to borrow one of his dresses. "Come in," Michael calls after hearing a knock on his door. Peter pushes the door open to find his cousin sitting at his dressing table tying a ribbon in his hair, wearing only his underwear. Peter apologizes and begins to exit. "It's okay, Pete. I am decent," Michael says as he stands up. Peter is embarrassed and doesn't know where to look. Michael is only wearing a short white slip with lace trim and thin white tights. He removes a dress from a hanger. "Do you want to borrow a frock?" he asks as he steps into his dress. Peter gulps. "Well, I don't want to, but Mum insisted." Michael pushes his arms into the sleeves of his dress before opening his wardrobe. "Help yourself," he says as he reveals a resplendent display. "Don't you have any boys' clothes anymore?" Peter asks, realizing his wardrobe is end-to-end skirts, blouses, jumpers and dresses. "Well," Michael begins apprehensively as he fiddles behind his back to fasten his zip, "I suppose technically I've got a wardrobe full. Mum got sick of me dressing like a girl all the time, so got rid of all my pants. Don't they realize that pants should be for us and all this stuff should be for girls?" Peter retorts as he stares into the wardrobe. "Well, it used to be like that, but not anymore." Michael says, "Can you see anything you like?" Peter is both overwhelmed and uninspired by the options before him. Michael pulls out a variety of frocks, but Peter can't make his mind up. With his cousin's growing impatience, Peter finally settles on a navy blue frock with pale blue details. Michael pulls open one of his drawers and removes a pair of tights. "Here you go," he says, passing them to Peter, who recoils at the sight of them. "Can't I just wear socks?" Peter asked. "Tights look much better though," Michael replies, "plus they're a bit more grown-up than socks." A borrowed pair of ballet pumps are on Peter's feet as he follows his cousin to the kitchen where his mother, Aunt Jo, and young cousin James are waiting. James wears a prissy lilac frock and is clearly happy to do so. "Well, you two look nice," Peter's mother says, glancing from Michael's brown plaid frock to Peter's navy blue one. Her eyes drop to Peter's feet, then to his cousin's. Michael wears a pair of black low-heeled court shoes with white tights. "Those shoes are nice, Michael," she says, glancing back to her son's shoes and socks. "Don't you think that dress would look better with tights, Peter?" "I said that, but he insisted on socks," Michael interjected. After a short discussion, Peter returns to his cousin's bedroom accompanied by his mother. She opens Michael's sock drawer and pulls out a pair of tights, before instructing Peter how to put them on. As he does so, his mother glances around her nephew's bedroom, from the impressionist print of a ballet dancer in a tutu on the wall to his dressing table bearing perfume, deodorant, moisturizer, headbands, hair clips, and several bottles of nail varnish. A few minutes later, Peter re-enters the kitchen wearing a pair of white tights in place of the socks. His mother follows, saying, "I hope you don't mind, Michael, but he's borrowed one of your headbands too." Michael doesn't immediately reply as Auntie Jo is applying his lipstick. Once done, Michael hops off the stool and checks his reflection in a small mirror. Peter's jaw drops a little as he glances from face to face. Both James and Michael are now wearing eye makeup and lipstick. Aunt Jo smiles at Peter and asks, "Are you ready?" Peter looks down at himself and nods shyly. Come on then, his aunt says, patting the seat of the stool. I thought you meant am I ready to go? Peter says as he reluctantly sits on the stool. His aunt tells him what to do and where to look as she applies a little eyeliner, mascara, and eyeshadow around his eyes, before putting a pale pink lipstick on his lips. Now you're ready to go, his aunt smiles. Peter's mother notices that one person is missing. Is George coming? No, he's been transferred to the cleaning department so he won't be home till late. Aunt Jo replies.